Looking back at a younger Ricky Williams, would you have felt better about making a different decision if in that moment someone had told you, your agent had told you, look, I understand the way that you're thinking, but it's a business and it's admirable the way you're thinking. More people should even think that way. But we're in this thing to make sure that you never, ever, should you blow out your ankle, which eventually happens, should anything happen to you on a football field, all of your work, all of the hard work to get to this point, you're at least compensated and you can take care of your family for the rest of your life. Would you have preferred that your agent pushed more for you to make a different decision?
I don't, because that argument wouldn't have worked. Because again, I don't value money the way that people think that I should. And so if he could have made a stronger philosophical argument, that might have worked. But an argument of you need to like make more money, that just would have been hard for me. Again, I was 21 years old. I never really had a bunch in my life. And so the way I'm thinking about it, $8 million, that felt good to me at the time, right? And again, I don't know that you make a good point. The one thing that I didn't take into consideration seriously was that I might get hurt. And what does that mean? And I think if we would have at least had more conversations about that, we could have talked about it in a way where I could have looked at it differently, and maybe we could have put something in the contract to account for that.
Understood. Everybody listens to their mother. Most people listen to their mother. You seem to have a really strong respect and fondness and love for your mother. I understand business is business. Did you discuss this decision at all with someone who's known you from birth, someone who was able or would have been able to give you a more philosophical argument or perspective to look at it because she knows you? She understands the right
funny.
way to come at you.
It's funny that you asked that, because the truth is, right, if I could go back and do it again, I actually would have hired my mother to do my contract. Because my mom negotiated my minor league baseball contract, and she knocked it out of the park. And she's been doing contracts her whole life. And she's the kind of person where she would have gone and studied up all the NFL contracts, all the rookies, and she would have done a great job. And so going back, not only advice, I would have had my mom negotiate the contract.
Wow, that's interesting. So you get hurt. You ultimately make very little in terms of those incentives, which made that agreement, that contract, even more questionable, not just for yourself, but also for No Limit. These guys are taking a lot of hit, being inexperienced, very naive, not understanding what it.
Time out. So like the whole narrative, to me, the issue that I have with the whole narrative is that it revolves around valuing money. Okay. And again, yep. I don't want to say, of course we need money to survive, but I never really thought about it until just hearing you say this, is that if I would have become the highest paid player and highest paid rookie ever, and I would have gotten hurt and missed all those games, I would have felt worse about myself, not better, you know? And to me, at the end of the day, money comes and money goes, but dignity and self-respect, that's something that is valuable for your whole life. And then you can have all the money in the world, but if you don't feel good about yourself, it doesn't mean anything. And so I've gone through financial ups and downs, but through all of it, I feel really good about myself and good about who I am. And so, you know, we can look back and say, yeah, if I made different decisions, I'd have more money in my account. Or even we can go to further in my career and say, if I had made different decisions, I'd be in the Hall of Fame. But that starts off with someone else's value system, not my value system. And what I learned through the whole process is what I value is experience. And so I had plenty of money to have all of the experiences that I needed to have. And for me, That's enough.